Yesterday we read Parashat Bo, and next Shabbat we're going to be reading Parashat Beshalach. We're really going through the story of the Exodus from Egypt. Yesterday in the Parasha we read the actual Exodus, and this coming week we're reading about the parting of the Red Sea. Very meaningful parashiot having to do with the liberation from slavery. But we must understand that it's not just about a historical event that took place a little over 3,300 years ago, but it's actually very much applicable and relevant to each and every one of us in every day and age. At the conclusion of the Haggadah on Passover, we say and we thank Hashem, Al Geulatenu ve'al pedut nafshenu. We thank Hashem for the freedom of our soul, because it's not just about the slavery, physical slavery in Egypt. It's very much also about, even in this day and age, many people, it's not uncommon to have all sorts of, whether it's an addiction, could be an addiction to food, to cigarettes, to anger, different things that seem to be not under our control, that we're like sort of being slaves to. And when we speak about freedom, it's freedom of the soul. It's spiritual freedom, not just physical freedom in Egypt, but also when they went out from Egypt, they gained spiritual freedom. And the true freedom is in the way of Torah. Just like it says, Al Tikra Charut ala luchot, engraved on the tablets of the Torah, Ela Cherut, Cherut, which means freedom. She'en lecha ben chorin, Ela mi she'osek b'Torah. A true free person is a person who is involved in Torah, who observes the laws of the Torah, because otherwise a person can be a slave to his own reaction, to his own evil inclination, to his Yetzer Hara. And that's why this message of freedom from slavery is very much applicable to each and every one of us in every day and age. This was one of the messages of the subject that we're dealing with in the parasha of the week. But there is another aspect about this. We spoke about it last week a little bit in the class here, that Paro has to do with a disconnect between the mind and the heart. In other words, you could have something in mind that a person knows that it's not good for him to smoke cigarettes. Yet when it comes to action, he doesn't follow what his mind tells him that is the proper thing to do. Us, the Jewish people, you gain knowledge of Hashem, awareness, and with that, you have that also in your heart, so that your action and your thinking match together. When the person does not have that connection in good sync, that's one of the approaches of Paro. And we said in everyone there is a little Paro, so to speak. So we want to be free from that aspect. We want to become aware and fulfill what we have in mind in terms of our observance of mitzvah, not just in terms of our thinking, but also in action. And this is one of the many messages of the parashiyot of this week, the one that we read yesterday, the one that we're reading this coming Shabbat, and very much so applicable to every day and age. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.